So this morning I thought I would make a video on wrist exercises. So that would be like flexibility and also strength exercises for your handstand training. So you've got to have really strong wrists when obviously you're doing your handstands. And this has been quite a requested video recently, so I thought I would finally get around to making it. We have got some weights to use. We're also focused a bit on like fingertip strength because hands kind of obviously ties into the wrists. And I think that would be beneficial for you guys to do as well, because if you've seen my handstands before, I literally have such a spidered finger. Anyway, please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and let's get on with the wrist training. The first exercise we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing a farmer's carry. So this does require like two pretty heavy objects. Suitcases are perfect if you've got that, if you don't have weights. I have got weights and I'm not going to use very heavy weights just because I don't really have them here. Actually I can use kettlebells, so they are slightly heavier. And you basically just want to hold on to the weights and walk. Walk until you pretty much can't walk anymore because your wrists are like they're going to drop the weight. And I was suggesting like 3 to 5 sets of these, just walking around your house. You got your suitcases, you know, you can go for a little walk in the street. Neighbours might think like, what the hell are they doing? But that's fine. Just carry on with your walk. And so I will demo. So you're holding onto your weights and you're just walking around the room. I really can't do a very long walk in this video shot. But just keep walking. So you might have to walk for a couple of minutes if you haven't got like a really heavy weight. Obviously the heavier the weight, don't make it too heavy that your wrists are going to kind of like pull out of sockets. But this will really help increase wrist strength. The second exercise I would suggest doing is a bar hang. So if you've got like a wall bar or you can get yourself to a gym, then just hang off a bar and build up to about a minute. It's actually a lot more difficult than you think it is. And then again, if you're doing like pull-ups, you're doing leg lifts or hanging leg lifts, you know, and you're still using a bar, that's going to also increase your wrist strength. So we've got farmer's carries, we've got the bar hangs, pull-ups, leg lifts. Then we're going to actually also warm up the wrists. Exercises I was suggesting for this. Firstly, doing wrist rocks. The weight's coming forwards. As you're coming backwards, you're trying to lift the fingers off. Coming forwards, backwards, lift the fingers off. Keep the arms straight. If you can't currently do this, then you really need to work on your wrist mobility. So there's different exercises you can do to do that. Firstly, obviously you can do the wrist rocks, forwards and backwards. You can also place the hands sideways. I don't know if you can see that, rocking away from one side to the other side. And if you're doing this regularly, then you will increase that mobility in the wrists. Then you can place the hands facing towards your body, and you can just drop the weight backwards and sit on your heels, trying to keep the heels of the hand on the ground. And then lastly, just simply turn the hands over and very lightly press down on the wrists. Next, we're going to move on to a fingertip exercise. So there's a couple of different progressions you can do for this. Firstly, you can simply be on your hands and knees and just basically raising up onto your fingertips and holding that position. Next progression, you're on your heels, or you're sitting on your heels, and again you're in this position, but you're actually taking the weight to one side and then to the other side. And again, that's more difficult than it does look. A third progression, we're in a plank position and we're up on our fingertips, and that's pretty intense. So there's 2 more stretchy wristy things that you can do. Number 1, you can do geckos. So you're basically going up and down with the hands in a nice kind of motion. And number 2, you can actually do like circles with the wrists. Just be careful if you feel any like angular pain, closing angular pain. So when you're kind of bring your wrist back to this position, it's painful there, then you might want to get that checked out because you shouldn't really be feeling that kind of pain. So nice and gentle wrist circles or the geckos. They're pretty much all the exercises. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that little like wrist kind of tutorial, and hopefully you can start putting some of these into your training before doing your handstands, just so your wrists are nice and prepared, especially as you're progressing with your handstands. But please like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel if you're not ready for more videos like this, and I will see you for the next video.